Resolution proclaiming May 2026 as CalFresh Awareness Month. Whereas the County of San Luis Obispo Department of Social Services is committed to reducing food and nutrition insecurity in the county by increasing local participation in CalFresh, which is California's implementation of the United States Department of Agriculture's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. And whereas hunger profoundly undermines the health and well-being of our community and the people who live in it, and whereas CalFresh plays a vital role in reducing hunger and poverty by providing financial assistance for people to buy food, and whereas more than 30,000 people in San Luis Obispo County rely on CalFresh benefits to afford nutritious food for themselves and their families, and whereas CalFresh has a major economic impact, providing over $6 million in CalFresh benefits to San Luis Obispo County monthly, which supports local businesses and farmers. And whereas the county's CalFresh Alliance works closely with the Department of Social Services, the SLO Food Bank, Cal Poly, Cuesta College, the County of San Luis Obispo Health Agency, the University of California Cooperative Extension, and other community organizations to help more people apply for the program and ensure eligible residents receive the food benefits they need. And whereas reducing stigma and misconceptions about food assistance programs like CalFresh is essential to ensuring that all eligible individuals and families are empowered to seek assistance and access the benefits they need. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby proclaim May 2026 as CalFresh Awareness Month and encourages all residents, businesses, and organizations to support efforts to raise awareness about CalFresh and its essential role in improving community health and ending hunger.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. I'm Devin Drake, Director of Social Services, and I want to thank you for this item 22 and recognizing May as CalFresh Awareness Month, and especially for pulling in and putting with the presentations. We do appreciate that. This does provide us an opportunity to highlight the program's impact in our community. CalFresh plays a vital role in reducing hunger and poverty and providing assistance to the most vulnerable members in our community. My staff work hard to provide accurate and timely benefits to eligible county residents and currently issue over $6 million in CalFresh benefits to over 30,000 individuals each month. Since January of 2020, our county has seen an 88% increase in CalFresh participation, which is a great accomplishment. The Department of Social Services partners with other agencies across the county through the CalFresh Alliance to increase awareness and access to the CalFresh program. These agencies, the SLO Food Bank, Cal Poly CalFresh Outreach Team, and the County Public Health Department, have been outstanding partners in spreading the information on the program and helping to increase CalFresh participation. And thus, that's why we've increased by 88% with that alliance. We do greatly appreciate their collaboration. With the significant growth of CalFresh participation and with the anticipated increase in administrative work that HR 1 is going to cause, I would also like to recognize the eligibility staff in the Department of Social Services for their incredible work and their dedication to the CalFresh program. I would also like to thank each of you for your support for the CalFresh program. Through your support, you are helping to improve the lives of many individuals and families in our community. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to open this up to public comment. We have Molly Kern with the SLO Food Bank. Thanks for being here, Molly.
Good morning, supervisors. Devin did a lovely job sharing some of the accomplishments that we've had working together as a team to make sure that every person in SLO County who's eligible for knows that they can get CalFresh benefits. This year, we're really focused on our seniors. Local seniors are significantly under-enrolled in the program. The Center on Aging recently shared that in SLO County, only about 12% of eligible seniors are receiving these benefits. And we know that particularly as costs of everything go up, from fuel and housing everything to groceries and medicine. CalFresh can be such an important tool in the tool belt of our local community members, and particularly for seniors who are grappling with lots of different challenges right now. We're really excited this month to celebrate their eligibility, to make sure that seniors across the county know about the program, know that by signing up, they're actually helping our economy and helping local businesses and farmers markets that they shop at. When they enroll, they're not taking benefits away from anyone else. It's something that we hear time and time again from our local seniors, is that they care so much for their community and they don't want to take something that could be taking something from a local family or someone else. And so this year we're really wanting to spread the word and make sure that they know that they are being good neighbors by signing up, and that there's so much assistance and wonderful people on the other end of the phone with your social service team when they call with questions, that our team is always there available to help, because it can be daunting, but once you get into the program, especially for seniors, it can make a world of difference in their lives. So we're really grateful for your sharing in the proclamation today, and working all month to make sure that local seniors know that we've got their back, and that there's tools out there to help them be able to afford to stay in this community that they love. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comment on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close public comment and bring it back to the board. Supervisor Bruce Gibson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, both Ms. Kern and Mr. Drake referenced the importance of this program, and I'm really pleased to see that the hard work of over a decade in trying to increase participation has paid off. We are still, I think, underperforming, and with the appalling impacts of H.R. 1 about to visit us, you know, I think this is extremely timely to encourage all to redouble their efforts to get folks connected with this program. The eligibility requirements are going to be made more difficult. Just the sheer administrative aspects of it would be more difficult. But this is such an important program. All of us need to work as hard as we can to make sure those who are eligible get connected with their benefits. So I appreciate this being in front of us today.
Supervisor Ortiz-Lake.
Yep. Thank you, Supervisor Gibson, and thank you, Molly, and the food bank staff and everybody who volunteers at the food bank. And of course, our Department of Social Services staff who are always reaching out and trying to expand this. We know it's, you know, on the senior front, it's really hard for them to access information. It just comes to demonstrate that where do they get their information? If they're not tech savvy on all of that, it becomes more and more challenging to figure out what am I supposed to be doing. So if you have neighbors in your neighborhood that are seniors, it might be worth it to mention to them they could be eligible. And you're right, HR 1 is going to have impacts on having to continually re-register your eligibility, as well as reductions in SNAP benefits coming forth. I just want to mention that this Saturday is the second Saturday in May, I believe, and we have the postal carriers doing their job in collecting food from your doorstep. So non-perishable items will then be delivered to the food bank, or you can write a check to the food bank. Either way, this is the time we've really got to join together. We heard last night from some college students that really, you know, they're in school, they're paying their tuition, they're paying their rent, and they are having a hard time paying their bills to find food. So it's very real for us. And so thank you.
You. Supervisor Moreno.
I'll just say I appreciate the partnership, particularly between the food bank and Department of Social Services, and how well you work together and coordinate. That's really important. And just thank you for all that you do.
Supervisor Pichon.
And I would like to add on the food bank, they are always looking for volunteers because I've made all my kids volunteer there. So I will tell you, if you could, you know, and you have some extra time, it'd be great to call them.
I will just add that on the seniors front, I'm sure you're already partnering with the 11 or 12 senior centers that we have, but always good to bring paper to their locations. I know we put out newsletters, and we'll make sure to include that information in there as well. But sometimes that hard copy is important for those folks that maybe aren't digitally connected. So thank you so much for the partnership with the food bank and Department of Social Services and all those who volunteer and donate.